So sources are calling this a cardiac episode. Matthew Perry, 54 years old, and he was found unresponsive by his assistant. And no drugs at the scene. He was at his hot tub, which ironically, a couple days ago, his last post was him in that hot tub. And he put a caption of, okay, so warm, swirling around, makes you feel good on Manhattan. Now, don't know cause of death, right? The interesting thing is that Saturday morning at his home, just a couple of hours after he had completed a 2-hour match of pickleball. Now, I don't even know what pickleball is. Some type of sport. Almost looks like tennis or I don't know. Pickleball almost looks like tennis or something like that to me. Now, it says our sources say he was found in a hot tub. There were no drugs found at the scene. Now, we talked about in the previous video, he's had a history of, and he's been very public about it, outspoken about his drug issues, which I think it's great when people can speak up about their problems, because it can just help somebody else out by speaking about their problems, make it relatable. People can understand and sympathize and maybe help somebody else out of a situation. But here's another particular incident that I found. So this was posted last year. Matthew Perry reveals his heart stopped beating for 5 minutes. Doctor broke 8 of my ribs doing CPR. So apparently he lied to his doctor about the medication he was taking. He didn't tell him that he was taking hydrocodone. So he went to go get surgery. And when they went to give him surgery, his heart stopped. He said he was in one hospital. He was given a shot at 11 a.m. He woke up 11 hours later at a different hospital. They gave him propofol, which, by the way, that's the drug they were giving Michael Jackson when he passed away. Super serious, you need to be monitored type of medication. And they said his heart stopped. Now, and I was thinking about Matthew, about what could have happened, right? I remember one time not too long ago, I was in my bathtub. I was doing like a hot bath, and I did the water really, really hot. And some Epsom salt. And I think even before I got out of the tub, my heart was just like pounding. I just felt it. I'm like, I felt it. And so I got up and I felt a little lightheaded. I've never really had that feeling before when I've done it. For some reason that time, I don't know if the water was too hot. I don't know what it was, but it was kind of a little scary. Or I don't know if he was on any kind of medication. Because of his history with substances too, and the past issues that he's had, I wonder, I don't know, being in this tub, could this have done something? This was his final IG post, and this is the way he passed away. He posted a nighttime shot from the hot tub and included the caption, "Oh, so warm, water swirling. Makes you feel good. I'm Matt Man." Now, this was here a couple days ago. Listen, like I said when I posted earlier, I remember this guy from Friends, funny guy. He looks a lot different nowadays, way after. Okay, and some people even said that they've seen him recently and that he didn't look so great, or in the interview, which I'm kind of curious. I want to see the interview myself. And so this was him a couple of days ago out with a friend 1 week before he died in West LA at an eatery scene. Now, hot tub and bathtub deaths are a thing. There's like statistics about it, and at least with the showers and bathtubs, they say most of these injuries happen when people are getting in or getting out, like slip and falls. There's been some famous deaths as well. You could probably type some in the chat that you can think of. But Orville here, they say the popcorn pioneer had a heart attack while in the tub and drowned. You got Whitney Houston, which that was a mix of drugs. Lead singer of Doors, Jim Morrison, which I guess there's a lot of back and forth about what actually happened. Jim was having a bad trip, so Pam put him in a warm bath. Soaking in some suds makes everything better, right? Well, it wasn't enough to do the trick. In Jim's case, he died, heart failure. I guess they didn't do an autopsy with that. And then also here, we're just looking at different multiple websites, slips and falls, entrapment. But then I was thinking about this, like what I mentioned with my own experience, heat-related injuries. The temperature should never exceed 104 degrees Fahrenheit. If the water in the hot tub is overheated, it can raise a person's body temperature to the point where they can get heat stroke. and no longer regulate internal pressure. When the water is too hot, people can become sleepy, increase their drowning risk. I didn't even know that. Hot water can also trigger a stroke or medical issues. I don't know. One of the last times that I was in right here in this place, I think I must have made the water too hot. All I know is that after a while, I was sweating in there. I was sweating. Then at some point, like my heart was just like pumping. I was like, all right, I got to get out of here. And when I actually felt kind of weird for a while after I got out. So I don't know. Just want to share some of those thoughts. And somebody left me a comment on a previous video about Matthew Perry, and they're like, oh, stick to what you know. You shouldn't talk. Why are you talking about this? I just feel like I can talk about whatever I want, but also I just think it's a topic for anybody. Like I sometimes talk with my daughter's mother, and we talk to each other, and I'm just like, we got to work on our health. We got to take, to be around for our kids, and the older that I am now, I think about the crazy stuff that I've done when I was younger, like the acid incident that I spoke about, or other crazy things that I used to do that you never know can catch up, or even now in our age, just to be a little bit more health conscious. So just odd death. Take care, guys.